6:03 here, Monday, March the 3rd. It's 27 degrees right now. It'll be sunny, highs only in the upper 40s today. Cold one. Good morning. I'm John Domen.
And I'm Michelle Basch. Our top local story we're following, we continue to follow the shrinking of the federal government and massive cuts to federal workers. The backlash is growing and protests are planned across the region. With the latest on the Trump impact, WTOP's Luke Lukert joins us live from McPherson Square with a preview. Luke?
Yeah, Michelle, John, I'm here on Vermont Avenue, right outside of McPherson Square Metro Station. In about an hour, members of two different unions, one for federal workers and the other for defense workers, are going to be rallying here against these federal workforce cuts. Right above the station in the large complex that houses the Department of Veteran Affairs. In their announcement for this morning's rally, the unions called these federal workers the backbone of the nation and say federal workers provide essential services that keep the country running. Meanwhile, in Silver Spring, the Chesapeake Climate Action Network is going to be hosting a NOAA rally at the agency's headquarters after hundreds were dismissed there last week. Also, nearby workers from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau are going to be rallying in front of the federal courthouse as a judge is going to hear arguments in a lawsuit that would stop the dismantling of that agency. Reporting live in downtown D.C., Luke Lukert, WTOP News.
Thank you, Luke. It's now 6:05, and some of you who work at the Department of Education have until tonight to decide whether to accept a payment of up to $25,000 to voluntarily resign or retire. Specifically, the offer's $25,000 or whatever severance pay you're eligible for, whichever is less. The resignations would take effect at the end of the month. Secretary of Education nominee Linda McMahon could be confirmed for the job as early as today, and her long-term goal is to work with Congress to shut down the whole department as part of larger efforts to slash the size of the federal workforce.
People from across the country came to Capital One Arena yesterday to pay tribute to those killed in January's midair crash near Reagan National Airport. WTOP's Jimmy Alexander was there. He spoke with some of the people who attended Legacy on Ice.
I lost friends from my rink.
Emily, who skates for Capitol Theater on Ice, was at the tribute with her mom.
It's been heartbreaking. We think about our friends every day. We always will.
Along with the legends of ice skating, all the local teams were at Capital One Arena.
Beautiful to watch the figure skating, something I don't get to do often.
That's because Dylan Strom normally is on the ice playing for the Caps.
Nice to see a whole community of people getting together and in support of the victims and their families.
Bethesda's Bobby Olson said this event made her proud of the DMV.
Such a broad range of people that are in the D.C. area, and even though we're so far apart on so many things, these type of things pull us together.
From Capital One Arena, Jimmy Alexander, WTOP News.
Financial scams come in all shapes and sizes, and they're all meant to trick you into parting with your cash or other sensitive information. WTOP's Sandy Kozel says that a survey shows how many of us are dealing with that aggravation these days.
34% of Americans have experienced some type of financial fraud or scam in the past year. That's according to a Bankrate survey of nearly 2,700 U.S. adults. Baby boomers were the most likely to experience a financial scam or fraud over the past 12 months at 39%, followed by 34% of Gen Xers. Gen Zers were the most likely to say they lost money at 53%. Bankrate suggests taking steps to protect your finances, avoid suspicious links or emails, monitor financial accounts, and enable two-factor authentication for personal accounts. Sandy Kozel, WTOP News. Up ahead on WTOP in Money News, a popular coffee chain is making some big menu changes this week. Traffic and weather in just 30 seconds.